All right, welcome everybody to Articulate Thursdays. This is a very special edition for Articulate Thursdays. As you can see, we're doing a Zoom call with the very talented Brenton. Brenton is a youth, and as you know, this is Youth Week from May 1 on May 1st to 7th, and we're highlighting all of the wonderful work that Brenton is doing at QEP. Now, unfortunately, because QEP is closed, what we're going to be doing is just highlighting a lot of the image. They take the images from QEP that Brenton's artwork is housed at, and we're going to share that with you guys on our Facebook page. You might have already seen a few of them right now. So very excited to have Brenton with us. As you know, my name is Nabil. I am the social media influencer slash Facebook Live expert, community development specialist, and happy to be joined today by Tanya. So Tanya, say hello, and why don't you just give
Hi.
a quick introduction to the world?
Sure. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Art Thursday. I'm the supervisor for culture programs at the town of Oakville, and really excited today to be part of this conversation with Brenton, an artist, a young artist who is currently exhibiting at Queen Elizabeth Park Community Cultural Center. We have corridor exhibitions there that are open for all artists, all ages, all experiences. And we had installed Brenton's work. It was up for a little while, and then unfortunately we closed our buildings down mid-March. So we wanted to share with everyone Brenton's work because it's really exciting, and we're excited about it, and we're excited to be here today.
Fantastic. Alrighty. So Brenton, I guess this is the time that we've been waiting for. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are and sort of how did you get into making art and what kind of art do you make?
Okay, well, I'm Brenton. I'm 12 years old. I enjoy making art, and I make all sorts of art. The art displayed is sort of like a hand-drawn or hand-sculpted. These days, I'm learning 3D modeling more. As you can see, I actually have some right here. See?
Ooh,
Wow.
very
Yeah.
nice.
This is a 3D printed house. It's actually only half of it. The other two parts I'm gonna 3D print later on. But yeah, that's my 3D printed. It's my 3D modeling work. And yeah, I learned a little bit in 3ds Max. I'm mostly self-taught through online tutorials.
Nice.
Thank
Fantastic. And
you.
these are some of your other artwork in 3D modeling, right? You have a website. Uh, you want to talk a little bit about your website, Brenton?
Yes, my website. Well, I started doing art, and well, there was a bunch of art, and I didn't want it to get lost. Even if the physical copy was lost, so I took a picture of each, a screenshot if it was a 3D model, and just put them on a website. That way, my art could be collected in one big place, and I can visit and smile and look back on my own works because it's always good to collectivize something into one big folder, which is this website.
Mm-hmm. Any one of these your favorite, Brenton? For the 3D modeling, which one are you especially proud of?
Uh, I would have to say, they're all very good, but
Right.
well,
Of
I
course.
have to be, yeah, but they're all very important to me. But
Mhm.
I would say it would be. Do you see the city over there?
This one?
The city upwards.
Oh, it's from here?
Yes, yes. I had a project in the sixth grade, and I had to make and design a city. And I designed this, and I find myself very proud of it because it was one of my first 3D modeling works, and I put my best effort into it. I do so with everyone, but especially this one. Um, I finally 3D printed it out and handed it in for the assignment, and it was a huge success.
So did this inspire the other work that you've been doing through 3D
Yeah,
modeling? Great.
yes. I got into 3D modeling through this.
Fantastic.
That is awesome, Brenton. You are quite the talent, young man. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the artwork that's on display at QEP? What's on display there?
Well, it's a robot series, and it's a collection of drawings and doodles and maybe little sculptures of robots, I find myself very interested by robots. I liked reading old sci-fi as a kid, and
Hmm.
I still do now. And see, you can see some of the robots are slightly wonky. You
Right.
get that feeling from them. Um, what I like and enjoy sculpting is sort of like shall I say, an imperfect robot, because any perfect, say perfect,
Hey, Brenton.
Brenton, are you able to speak to this? Can't tell if your screen is still frozen. If not, we'll just take maybe a gallery view through the work. So this looks like we have some mixed media. So there's some foil mixed in with drawing and paint materials. And when you do see these in the gallery, some of them are quite textural. So you can see elements that he's added on, the layers, and they're quite rich in material. Just versions of different kinds of robots. And I believe Brenton was just talking about how they're a little more analog. They're not as slick maybe as the 3D images, or when we think of robotics and how people are making things now. These have another
I would,
sensibility to them, another character, which makes them really fascinating to look at.
I would
Hey,
say
Brenton. Brenton, can you hear us? I guess not. Technology is not our friend today.
Maybe he's going to try to come on again.
Yes, I think he just. Let me see if he's trying to.
So this is interesting. This is more using technique of collage. So we have cardboard pieces that have been put onto a wood panel and then some acrylic paint applied. And you can see the different texture of cardboard. So he's sort of ripped it apart and used the middle sections of the cardboard and cut it up into different shapes to create the sense of the robot. So this one's kind of fun because it has like this long crane-like neck that I imagine sort of moves.
Hmm. Let's go to.
The kitchen helper. I need one of those.
Right. Yes. Wouldn't we all? I'm just so impressed and fascinated because this is the robot series. But if you go through the list of different drawings that he has, like even if you were to browse through the artwork here, like they're all so unique, but there's still so much detail in each of them, right? And to be that diverse in your expression of art at such a young age, I think is it's truly fascinating, right? Like you have um, these artworks, which are just his drawings, that can be something everyday to something a little bit more abstract. Wow.
Yeah. And just the sense of having a sketchbook and having a practice where you doodle or you draw every day, or you pick something that's on your kitchen counter or on your desk and just try to render it or draw what you see. And I mean, different artists have different ways that they approach making art. And Brenton has he uses realism, so it's quite realistic what he's drawing, but you can also draw in an expressive way just to create a feeling on the page. Sometimes it can be very mindful, and it can be something that is also relaxing for people to do to draw and express themselves on the page. And it really takes very little. Like with the Kit Kat piece, you can see that was just done on plain paper that was probably available. So art can be made at your kitchen table, which is one of the things I really like about art.
Perfect. We are now getting Brenton is joining us again. Let's see if Brenton is connected. It'll just take a couple seconds. Again, hey Brenton, can you hear us?
Hello? Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
hey Brenton, we lost you there for a second, buddy.
Great.
All right, we were just Brenton. We were just marveling at your wonderful artwork and talking about how diverse. You know, you go from 3D modeling to drawing to robot series. Like that is so diverse and that is so talented. Like, what's your inspiration? Like, when do you like to draw versus when do you like to sketch or do some 3D modeling? Like, what's your favorite? When do you like to do what?
Well, let's see. Well, I sort of jump around. I don't have a specific method for, today at exactly 4:17:37, I will start painting or drawing, and if it's a full moon, I will switch to 3D modeling.
Hmm.
I just go with whatever I feel. And whenever I feel like making something, I think of what's the best medium to paint or draw or 3D model it in. So, oh yeah, those are some animations I made for a school project. Oh, and these are my paintings. I think the most recent ones are up top. Oh yeah, those are some animations that I made when I was little. I was trying to learn the art of making animations.
Hmm. So you're
Yeah,
like a man of you're like the Renaissance man, Brenton. Um,
thank you. I'm trying to experiment with multiple types of mediums to get a feel of what it's like to work with each one of them.
awesome, awesome. So what's next for you, Brenton, in terms of your artwork? What are you working on right now? What are your plans?
Well, these days I'm working more on 3D modeling. Like I said, here's this house model I built, 3D printed, and I'm focusing more on learning 3D modeling and perfecting the art of 3D modeling. And right here, we have another two components of the house. Stack them together, and you have the full house. Um, oh, but
Hmm.
yeah,
So are you
3D
doing this? Are
modeling.
you making this at home, Brenton? Do you have like a space that you work out of or a table or you just make
Yeah.
work wherever? Yeah.
Well, I have a white table over there, and I do doodles and drawings. Not so much these days. These days, I'm focusing on 3D modeling, and I use my mom's computer.
Wow, that's great.
Fascinating. You have a favorite artist at all, Brenton? Anybody that you um, look up to?
Favorite artist? Ooh, it's hard to choose, but I would say I like looking at Renaissance art. Um, the early Italian Renaissance and like artists like Giotto. And I also enjoy looking at artists like Leonardo da Vinci, which was more late Renaissance, if I'm not wrong. Um,
Hmm.
the Renaissance in general.
So it's interesting you say that, Brenton, because some of your robot drawings remind me of some of the sketches that Leonardo da Vinci does, like his flying machines, and they sort of feel like that.
Thank you. I tried imitating the style, not completely imitating, but I guess I had it in the back of my mind.
Sure. Yeah.
Brenton, this is fantastic, my friend. You are so talented. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we had a little bit of internet connection challenges, but you know what? We were just sharing your wonderful work with the world, and I'm sure they will be just as impressed as we are with the good things that you're doing. Anything you want to say to the wonderful people of Oakville, Brenton, before we wrap it up?
Um, s- Stay strong, stay safe. We're gonna get through the coronavirus together. Well, not like together, 6 feet apart, but you know.
Yes, yes. We're gonna be there in socially. We're gonna be there physically. We're gonna be distant, right? Absolutely. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining us, Brenton. Tanya, any thoughts? Any last words?
I guess maybe we could reference the website address so people could take a closer look at the artwork, because unfortunately we can't go into Queen Elizabeth Park Community and Cultural Center right now, where we have many works. So when we reopen, we will have the opportunity to see that work again. But this is an extensive website, and this is really a great way to still be connected to the artwork that Brenton has made. And it was really, I love talking to artists because you get to hear the stories behind the artwork. So Brenton, thank you so much for joining us today and helping us share your work with everyone who's watching today. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Brenton, stay safe, and we'll be sharing your work on Facebook throughout the week. So make sure you look out for that, and I'll leave all the information in the link below with your website information. All
Thank
right, take
you.
care, and good luck
Okay.
on building the 3D house.
You
Take
too.
care, guys. Bye
All
bye.
right. Take care.